What's going on, everyone? My name is D. Anthony with evolutiontraders.com. This is going to be your stock market recap show, your #1 show on YouTube as far as technical analysis. I have over 2,000 training videos, both on recaps, technical analysis, strategy training, mindset help, so forth and so forth. If this is the first time on my channel, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe at the end of the video. I would highly appreciate it. We're going to start off looking at the diamonds. Okay, so the Dow Jones currently trading at 343.35, down just about $1, essentially flat on the day. What we're looking at here is the 1-day chart, right? So every individual candlestick is going to represent one trading day. So with that being said, you can see this is now our third consecutive day ever since losing the 50-day moving average that we are trading below the 50-day moving average. Now, our short-term moving average, meaning, who's realistically in control, buyers or sellers, is going to come below this 5-day moving average on a day-by-day basis. So as long as the diamonds are trading below 345, kind of hang tight to your longs or adding the positions. One thing that I do kind of want to show you guys, if we do, kind of create this, previous resistance zone here, going back just a couple of months, also here, as well as here, and you kind of drag it across the screen here, you can see that currently a previous area of resistance that was trying to act as support is now acting as resistance yet again. So it's going to take the diamonds to really get over 346, 347. I would personally like to see them back over 350. That would be very, very good for the overall index as a whole. But again, beggars can't be choosers. So what we're looking for here as far as going forward, as long as we're trading below the 50-day moving average, your momentum's to the downside. If we're looking for that bigger move and the continued washout, we're looking for 342.10 down into 341. Anything below 341 definitely can come down here and start testing this 200-day moving average at 337. So the next index that we're going to go look at is the Nasdaq 100. So we're going to be looking at big tech here. Big tech is coming down off of this, 3-day kind of dead cat bounce here. Now you can see that the Nasdaq 100 has been trading below its 50-day moving average a lot longer than the diamonds. So if you just start counting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 days. So 2 trading weeks below its 50-day moving average. So essentially what's happening here is we had this high at 387, followed by a little bit of distribution here. Once we started to lose this zone here, we really got that flush. Now what we're starting to see is a little bit of a dead cat bounce. So what I'm looking for here is 370. If this area is going to hold as an area of resistance, I would be looking for the move back down. Okay, so that move back down on the next wave, I'd be looking for 346 on the Qs. Now again, if this dead cat bounce continues to rally and we can somehow reclaim the 50-day and 20-day moving averages, I would be looking for a price somewhere over, 370, 371 for this continuation move back up to the upside. That would be breaking this whole downtrend. So again, if you're a day trader or you're a scalper and you really want to get that follow through to the long side, other than moves that are just lasting 5, 10, 20 minutes at a time, we're really going to need to break this downtrend, get back over our 50-day moving average of around 370 to 371. So definitely kind of keep that in mind. That's what we'll be looking for. Again, but if we do start to lose the 5-day moving average, something that we're going to need to take note of is if this starts to stall and starts to come back down and we start to give up 361, we could be looking at 355. Anything below 355, I would expect something between 346 and 347. The next index that we're going to be looking at is the IWM. So the small caps. We want to see the old Russell 2000. Russell 2000 looks a little bit similar to the Dow. Again, we've got some extended days selling below the 50-day moving average, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So not quite as much as the Nasdaq 100, but this is a full week and a half trading below its 50-day moving average. Now you can see here when we got the aggressive bounce on the 18th of August is when we bounced off of the 200 simple day moving average. So that 200-day moving average is going to be very, very concrete. That's a firm level of support. Expect bounces, expect price action to move right around that level. So what we're essentially looking for here on the diamonds, we need to, on the IWM small caps, is we need to break over 140 or 186. As soon as we can get over 186, our next stop is going to be 187 and then 189. Those are the two areas that I'm looking for. Now, if we do have something where we can kind of continue this dead cat bounce and hold this range here, and we do break above, I'd look for a power move into 189 consolidation before the next leg down. If that's going to happen, I could see something like that happening. And if we do start to get rejected in this zone here, definitely you want to play the breakdown once we lose that consolidation. That's exactly what that chart pattern is going to look like. Now, again, if we do continue to the upside here, we're going to really need to get over this 20-day moving average, right? Get over the 20-day moving average, put in a high, back test this high, and start pushing up towards 195. If we do start pushing up towards 195 in the next 30 to 60 days, I would confidently say that the short-term bottom is in. Maybe we can start getting up there to test that $200 area yet again. But again, kind of keep that in mind as we are trading down towards the bottom of the range. The next one that we're going to be looking at is the SPYs. So let's take a look at the spiders. If we look at the spiders here, trading again below the 50-day moving average. So again, sentiment is going to be more towards the sell side. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 days as well, trading below this 50-day moving average. You can also see here that we're on a little bit of a 3-day dead cat bounce. Again, area of distribution here. Once we start to get this breakdown here, we get that nice flush. Now we're on a little bit of a back test, bump and run here. So what I would be looking for here on the spiders is something around 444, 445. If we do continue to the upside, look for this area to consolidate, look for this area to create a little bit of a range. And if we don't pop our heads above it and start to come back down, this is where you're going to want to short it, reshort it back down into 433, 431, and 429. So those are your areas that you're going to want to look for on the SPYs. So again, if you are sitting long and you have been long the last couple of days, make sure you're taking profits if you were treating it as a short-term scalp. If we do start to lose today's lows, I would be looking for a move immediately down to 431 and 429. So again, the 429 area is the main level that we need to kind of keep our eyes on. If we start to close below 429, we've got a long fall down here to the next area of macro support, which is going to be 420. Again, this is your analysis. This is your kind of outlook for the next at least couple of weeks to kind of get us out of, August. Let's see how we finish the month here. It doesn't look too strong. Again, I know a lot of people are calling for the bottom on a lot of these indexes and a lot of names ever since we had that aggressive kind of intraday rally a couple of days ago. But again, this is nothing more than a simple, little bit of a retest, right? We broke down, we're going to retest this area. I could see SPYs even getting up as close to 443, 444 before, we do start to break down yet again and come back down. So again, kind of take your time with things right now. There's no real rush. Treat everything as a scalp, protect your risk. And again, if you like this, you want more intraday technicals, you want to trade with me, you want to join the community and get access to the courses as well as one-on-one coaching sessions, join evolutiontraders.com, and I'll see all you guys on the inside.